Hey guys, I hope you're doing awesome today. It's Kathy here. I want to say happy 2018 to you. And basically this is going to be a really casual video. It's not well lit really, or well planned, but I just really wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because I haven't published a video in months, and there's reasons for that. And I just wanted to sort of like touch base with you because one of my goals in 2018 is to continue reaching out and sharing my stuff with you guys, my knowledge, and to help you and to just show you new techniques and talk about art supplies and stuff, because I really love doing this. And this is something that I really enjoy doing. It's a passion of mine now, and it's kind of sad when, either technology gets in my way, because I'm such a stickler for how I edit videos that it just sucks the life out of me sometimes, and it ends up taking a crap load of time for me to do, and I just don't have time to do it. That's one reason that I end up not posting, and another reason is just that I just honestly have not had the time. And there's reasons for that, which I can talk to you about. But I was just sitting down to color this because I'm doing this little project. It's a personal project. I want to show gratitude to people that, I've worked with in the past few years. Reconnect with some people, connect with other people that I'm still in touch with, but I just want to show people my gratitude and appreciation for, working with them and for their support that they have shown me over the years. So I thought I would draw up some little original postcards, and I just want to show you some of those today. I'm going to color these in, and yeah, so I was coloring one of them today, and I thought, I really just want to hop on a video and talk to you guys, maybe talk you through what I'm doing, my process here, and, also just kind of share some stuff with you. So I thought that was what I would do. And it's not going to be, super edited like I have been known to do, but so what, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes, there's just no time for that. So these are some that I have done. I'm currently working on this one, and I actually really love this new style that I have developed. And let me show you the first, let me show you some of the art that I've done in this style. So this is my planner, and back up a little bit here. So this is my planner. And, one weekend I just kind of was drawing in the end pages of my planner. And this is one of the pieces that I did. I really love it. It came out really nice. Used colored pencils, Molotow One for All. Here, let me show you these. These pens, these are acrylic paint pens. They're really nice. And then these are like my superhero pens. I'm going to show you these. They're not expensive, they're water-based, and they are American Crafts metallic markers. Oh, yeah. So this is the felt tip, and I just love how these work. So I'm actually starting to drain out the gold one that I have used excessively, and I actually have some backups. So this one's the silver. Anyway, so this piece was done with one of these pens, and then I used colored pencil. And on this one, I used some metallic colored pencil. It looks really cool. So, yeah. And then I also did this piece. And on this one, I used the bluish pastel Molotow marker for the outlines. And then I used some yellow Molotow. And I think I also used the pink. And I did this one with Prismacolor colored pencils mixed with Blick Studio colored pencils, as well as my beloved Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2 crayons, water-soluble crayons that I love so much and that you're probably sick of hearing about. But I can't help it, I love them. And I also used some gold accents on this, and I just think it came out really, really awesome. So like, why did I do this on my end pages and not on a big, nice piece of paper? But that's okay, I can do it. I can do it on a piece of paper too. Another one. So anyway, let's get to work on this one. So I already started working on this one, and I did the line work with a pastel pink Molotow marker, and then I wanted to do sort of a cool multicolored sky. So I picked out a bunch of my pencils. I didn't want to use anything too bright because I kind of want it to all, I want them to all sort of match in terms of the intensity of the color. I haven't dug in with the gold yet. I might, I'm not sure, the gold or the silver pencil. Don't know yet. Might add some gray. We'll see where that goes. But right now I'm using lavender. There goes my pen. Right now I'm using lavender. I'm using this blue, which is probably the more intense of all the colors. This is Blick Studio Mountain Blue. Then I have Prismacolor Premier Sap Green Light. Then I haven't used this one yet, so let's not talk about that one. I have Blick Studio Pink Rose. I have Grade Lavender Prismacolor, one of my favorites. And then I have this pink Blick Studio Blush Pink. So I'm actually gonna add a few more to the mix. I think I might use Prismacolor 10% Warm Gray, 20% Warm Gray. And I might throw in some of this. This is another one of my favorites. Sky Blue Light, Prismacolor Premier. And we also have Cloud Blue. So just thought I would do some drawing here and, you know, show you my process as I go. So I mentioned that I've been busy. So this might be a little surprising, but I got a part-time job. I got a part-time job at a local art store. I'm not going to mention any names for obvious reasons, but I did it for a bunch of reasons, and I'll tell you why. So the first main reason was because our insurance situation right now is a little bit shaky. Not totally shaky, just a little shaky, but I kind of wanted to get ahead of it in case we need to get a different insurance. So I know it's kind of an extreme of like, hey, I'll just get a job. I know, but you know what? Insurance is super expensive. I've worked full-time before and done my art career, and though it's totally not like my ideal situation, and I'm not there yet, like I'm not working full-time, and I don't want to work full-time. In fact, I would prefer to work extremely part-time. I'm actually working more than I would like to work right now. It's like, it's really cramping my my style in terms of the work that I'm able to do, the hours in the day, but you know, just have to sort of see how things pan out a little bit, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And so that's, you know, one very big reason. And then there's a couple of other reasons that have to do with like my personality. So I work by myself in my studio office. I love to talk to you guys, and I love people, and I love to talk to people, but I spend a lot of time alone, you know, and I can spend days alone, like without seeing anybody but Matt. And, you know, maybe that's not like the best thing for anybody, you know, so, you know, I really do like to connect with people, and I'm not a joiner either. Like I'm not like one of those people that voluntarily joins things, like, I don't know, painting groups or stuff like that. And I'm not like a big person who would organize something, right? That's just not in my personality. But I do like to, you know, blast away on my own opinions, and I love to talk to people, and you know, I love to talk about art and supplies and all that stuff, as you know. So I thought it would be a good fit. I also thought a couple other things. I thought it would be a good way for me to be more active and like throw myself in a different kind of situation than I'm used to, right? Because sometimes it's good to shake things up and to do things like that. Like to throw yourself into, I don't want to say like a lifestyle, because I like my lifestyle, but throw yourself into, you know, a situation that you kind of have to pivot and, you know, figure out how you're going to make stuff work. Like I tend to thrive in those situations, or I have in the past. And, you know, I haven't had those challenges over the past couple of years. So I thought, well, I want to try something new like that. I want to see, you know, how I do in this other situation, you know, and see if I can, you know, make it work. So that was another reason. And let's see, what is another reason? There are many reasons, actually. I wanted to see what the latest art supplies were, which, yeah, sure, I could go into the store and do that. But you know what? It's cool to see what comes in. Like, I've gone in and asked. I used to go in and say, what's new, what's new? And, you know, it's really hard to, unless you're best friends with the people in the store, which, you know, I friendly, but not best friends with them or anything. You know, it's hard to get that information. So this way I'd be able to see, you know, what's new as it comes in. I'll be able to identify, because I'll know everything that we carry. And then I know what's new. And then, you know, I get to kind of know like how it works. And it's just really cool because like you learn so much, you know, you really, really do. And when you have to learn all this new stuff, you know, like, yeah, you know a lot about certain things and certain art supplies, but there's so much like that's out there that I didn't know about, you know, and that I still don't know about. And it's cool to be in that sort of forced growth stage, you know what I mean? And learning about all these things. And it definitely reinvigorated my interest in new stuff to try, or even the stuff that I do use already. Like, it's definitely opened my eyes to that. So it did creatively invigorate me in that way. And then also, you guys know how I am about keeping your day job and how you can use it to, how I'm like an advocate for all that stuff, because that's what I did for a really long time. And the feeling you get from doing stuff like that yourself exceeds, you know, exceeds having to ask other people to help you and stuff like that. I don't know. This is part of my opinion on it. I mean, I'm glad that I did that on my own. You know, it's not easy, obviously. It's very, very hard, but you know, I did it, and I'm glad I did it. But, and I know it's not for everybody, but you know, if you're interested in hearing more about this, please watch my videos about keeping your day job while you're working on your art career, because it's all in there. I don't need to talk about it here, but one of the things that is really cool about having another focus on your time and another pull on your time is it tends to really like hyper focus you when you do have time. So you know, when you're on a certain schedule and you have to work your day job doing whatever you're doing, the wheels can be turning while you're doing that on the stuff you need to do, you know, for your other work, for your artwork. And then when you're doing that, like, you definitely get more stuff done because you don't have the luxury of like hemming and hawing and like, you know, not meeting your own deadlines and the deadlines that are on you to finish stuff. It's kind of magical that way. So that always really worked for me when I had a day job. Like, I have no idea how I got things done, but I did. And I thought maybe, you know, having another sort of pull on my time, not like a day job, not like a full-time job, but something like that would maybe hyper-focus me a little bit more on what I need to do. So it's actually, I don't want to say it's backfired, but because it hasn't backfired per se, but I'm figuring out, you know, what an ideal situation for myself would be and what is not ideal about the situation that I'm in right now, and what I can do to, you know, potentially fix that. We'll see. But you know, I have like a number of hours that I think would be perfect for me to get, you know, everything I need to get done. And then you also have to work within the parameters that are set by the company that you're working for. And right now it's a little challenging for me, and I really haven't had the time that I want or need to do my own work. And that's been challenging, but you know, I do have, you know, a calendar of like, I have a plan, I should say. So I have a plan and we'll see how things work out. You know, that's basically the long and short of it. So, because things can't really, in terms of like the strain on my time, they can't really go on like this way for too long because I need more time to do my work. So that's the basic bottom line on that. And that's that. I will probably be doing a follow-up video at some point to give you guys an update on that. I'm just gonna finish this artwork here, and then I'm gonna put it in the high speed and throw on some tunes for you, so you can just watch what I'm doing if you want, and that'll be it.